Get started. Our presentation is supposed to be starting at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and right now it is 6:59, and I will be discussing with you tonight about beauty, body image, and acceptance. And as the CEO and founder of HD Pro Global, that is a topic that I feel like is befitting for us, especially for Black women like myself. We struggle with these three things. You know, the color of our skin stereotypically kind of puts us in a position where I feel like Black skin is not given enough credit. And I feel that's quite unfortunate, because as Black women, we are so blessed with the melanin that God put in our skin, because melanin actually has been proven scientifically to help reduce the possibility of developing skin cancer. And that is because with melanin in your skin, you have a higher percentage of vitamin D, vitamin D in your body. And that just helps prevent, the damage of sun and all of these things that people have to kind of experience in order to be diagnosed with skin cancer. Not to say Black people don't have, predominant situations that they deal with, like heart disease and diabetes and all those types of things, but at least we, for the most part, do not have to worry about skin cancer. Our Black skin really protects us a lot. It's beautiful. I mean, the color, look at my skin. And that is why for this presentation tonight, I decided to not have a lot of makeup on today, because for presentations, typically I go all out, all glammed up, lashes and all. But today I decided, okay, I'm going to come to you as natural as possible, just so that my topic today can really sink in. And please feel free to contribute. Feel free to add your 2 cents in. Ask any questions. I will be on here for the next 30 minutes. And of course, discussing beauty, body image, and acceptance. So let's start with beauty. What is your definition of beauty? I mean, for me, beauty is not just what you see on the outside, on the exterior. It's really about what is beneath, that what's on the inside that comes out. I mean, we're not perfect by any means. Nobody is. But I feel like we can, at any point in time, decide to show love and kindness to others, right? We can decide to be empathetic to the situation of others, and we can decide to exercise love as opposed to judgment in many situations. For me, that is some of my definition of beauty, right? But of course, being in the beauty industry, and I'm being a beauty professional offering services that we do at HD Pro Global, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that before the end of my presentation, as far as what our services are and how you can reach us and of course patronize us. And of course, the most important thing is being able to help you reach your beauty and body goals. Beauty is really a definition of what you say it is. There is really no standard, I say. Even though the beauty industry sort of sets a trend, there's different trends. There was a time where skinny brows were in. People would practically shave off all their brows and draw a thin line across their face. And now we're in the era where drawing it out and making it really as bold as possible is really trending. But now the beauty industry is actually evolving, at least in the professional side, to where brows, and I focus on brows because that's one of the things that my business offers, permanent makeup services, because now we're going towards the trend where brows are becoming more natural. The more natural your brows are, the better it is. Like, not too many makeup artists. We still do that because it's a demand from clients. But when you look at, fashion week and high fashion, a lot of makeup trends shows models with brows that are just kind of brushed up and tamed. And if it needs to be filled in some places, it's filled in. But for the most part, it's not drawn to perfection like my brows are now. So these are my brows. All of it is all mine. And I'm going to move a little closer to the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. So you see my hair strokes? Those are my brows. So all I have done to my brows is just fill it in and clean the edges out with a concealer, because I literally haven't had them cleaned out in a while. I always leave my brows to grow full because I like it. The more natural, the better for me, right? So my brows are pretty much filled in and just cleaned around the edges with concealer. That's what you do when you apply makeup. So brows are now going towards the trend of more natural, less makeup, should I say, for a lot of people. So beauty, we're talking about beauty. What does beauty mean to you? For me, I say beauty is from the inside out. It doesn't matter how beautiful you look, how trendy you look, how expensive your outfit is. If you're not a kind and nice person, if you don't typically love and care for people, then what's the point of it? Now let's tie that back to businesses, right? Black businesses. A lot of times we are concerned about whether people patronize us or not. But as black businesses, I'm here to kind of share some truths. Like a lot of us, especially women in business, this is something we have to consider. How do we treat the people who come to us? What kind of impression do people have who leave our presence? I'm not talking about personal friends. I'm talking about customers who actually come, spend their dollars to patronize our business. What experience do they get after they have, been with you, after they have gotten your services? I'm not saying you're always going to get it right, but some of the beauty in black business is the fact that we are able to reach people from a perspective that other people are not able to. A black woman has the strength and the power to do certain things that other people are not able to do. We have a culture of love and family and just being able to embrace people from a place of, warmth. So I feel like that's an advantage that we have as black women. Even though we might look at it as a disadvantage that we have a lot that's working against us. Not really. I don't agree with you. As a black woman in business, you have so much to offer. The way we are created, the culture from which we come from, allows us to actually practice business in an unconventional manner that draws people in, as opposed to pushing them away. It allows you to show people, just like being a mother, right? Black women have the capacity to express motherhood through their businesses. People come in, they want to feel loved, they want to feel like they're a part of your family. That type of culture that even for me as an indigenous African, now an African American, I practice those kinds of things in my business. When people come in, I offer them things. I try to get to know them. I engage them in conversations and things like that. For me, that is beauty. That is the real identity of a beautiful individual. Beauty is not just about, aesthetics, like I said. And that's one of the reasons why. Thanks so much for joining my live feed today. I'm going live on Swag Her Magazine just to let you know, celebrating Black Business Month. So Swag Her Magazine has put this whole lineup together for some black women to come together and share not just their business practice, but actually just share from their heart what they would like for audiences to know about their black business. And for me today, my topic is beauty, body image, and acceptance. So right now we're talking about beauty and what that means to every individual. For me, like I said from the beginning of this presentation, if you're just joining, hey Sami, thanks for joining. Hey Miss Pam, thanks for joining. Winnie, thank you for joining my feed. Please don't forget to go over to Swag Her Magazine's page and like their page. They've put this platform together, so I really want to make sure that we give them the support they need. It is Black Business Month. Let us get out and support black businesses, especially black businesses that are owned by women, female entrepreneurs. We really need all your help. So going back to my topic, beauty. So beauty is skin deep. Black beauty for me is not what society says it is. It's not what it's dictated. It is what I say it needs to look like. My black skin is something that I am so grateful for. I am so proud of it. And that's why I'm coming to you on this feed today with barely any makeup on, even as a professional makeup artist, just to show you that we are beautiful. Black skin is so beautiful. It is so diverse. There's so many multi-dimensional layers for black women that we can own our black color and just really show it off in so many ways. And of course, one of the ways is whether you want to put makeup on or not, skincare is most important. Taking care of your skin, taking care of what God has given you. Even as a black woman, I wear sunscreen every single day. So as I'm taking care of my insides and ensuring that I operate my business and express myself from a place of love, empathy, and kindness toward others, I also want to represent myself well every single time. I want to make sure I take care of this temple that God has given me. That means I have an amazing skincare routine that I practice every day. I never go to bed with makeup on my skin. No, that's a no-no. It doesn't matter. They say black don't crack, but if you don't take care of it, trust me, it will break in no time. So that's a myth that you cannot say, oh, black don't crack, so I'm just going to treat my skin anyhow. No, your beauty, your skin, everything that God has given you, the glory that you're experiencing, you have the responsibility and the duty to take care of it. And that means not just your skincare routine, but what you put in your body. And that's what's going to be expressed by the radiance, the glow of your skin, regardless of makeup. We do not need to depend on makeup to express beauty. Now that's an irony, right? Coming from a makeup artist. We do not need to depend on cosmetics to express the beauty God has given us. If we take the time to care for this temple, take the time to care for our skin, no matter what age we are, no matter what we go through, you know, motherhood is traumatic, right, as on its own. And it really puts your entire body system through a lot. However, you can always recover from that by applying so many wonderful tricks and tips: healthy nutrition, drinking a lot of water, amazing skincare routine, and of course sometimes you have to implore the help of experts. So let's kind of put beauty aside. Let's talk about body image, because my brand really focuses on helping women, once again, and some men, not just women. We help women and some men transform their bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less. Now, how do we do that? When we talk about transformation and body image, we're not saying we have a cookie cutter image of what you need to look like. No. What works for me is going to be different from what works for the next person. And any client that comes to our doors, this is one of the conversations that I have with them. You have to be able to identify and determine to yourself what your body image needs to look like. And sometimes we come up with these fictitious things in our heads as far as what we want to look like or what we think we should look like, not taking into consideration our genetic makeup, the chemistry of our body, our metabolism, and every other thing that works to make us individual, unique human beings. So when you're talking about body image, how do you see yourself? How do you view yourself? Do you see that, okay, if you have certain parts of your body that you don't really like the way it looks or the way it functions or the way it kind of takes shape in certain outfits, do something about it. There's nothing wrong with doing something about it. There's so many things to be done about it, some of which we will discuss. But my thing is, look, if you don't like something about yourself, heck, no need whining and griping about it. Do something about it, because you are you, and the rest of the world will just kind of have to fall in line. You know, you just have to be okay with who you are. And if you're not okay with it, doesn't matter if people tell you, oh, it's okay, you look good, don't worry about it, at least you've had kids, you have an excuse. No, I do not believe in those lines of conversation. Yes, you've had kids. Yes, you might say you have an excuse. But if you do not like the way your body is, do something about it. That is positive body image. Someone who has a positive mindset and a positive perception about how they look is someone who is bold enough to see something about their bodies, whether, you know, seeing that, okay, this thing kind of just doesn't go well with the way I envision myself to be. And I am going to begin to take steps and seek help and do certain things that's going to help me get to my goal. For some of us, we can easily accomplish that on our own. We don't need any help. Oh my God, good for you. That is amazing. Body image, right? But for some other people, they need help. And there's nothing wrong with getting help. And that help might look like getting a personal trainer, which is wonderful. And for some, it might look like getting surgery done. I do have a business partner of mine who actually does teeth whitening out of the spa here. She got a gastric bypass. And I know she's okay with me talking about it because she also openly shares her experience. And, you know, by getting that procedure done, it has helped her in about a year and a half or so to lose over 100 pounds. And she looks beautiful. I mean, if when she was heavy and if she was comfortable with that, that would have been okay as well. But I'm not saying that, you know, you look better when you're big or you look better when you're small. What is your body image? Basically, what is the perception that you have of yourself? If you're accepting of what you believe about yourself, if you look in the mirror every day and you're like, girl, you got this. I love this. I love my skinny 2-inch waist. Good for you. That is positive body image. That's all we're trying to go for. Women, black women, we need to begin to encourage each other to develop a positive mindset towards ourselves and how we view our bodies. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's kind of like why I put this topic together, because it ties directly into what I do on a day-to-day basis. And I'm so passionate about this topic, talking about beauty, talking about body image, and talking about acceptance. It's not everybody that has to look a certain way. You know, a lot of the things that we see on TV, social media, can be very misleading. It can be very misleading. Today I heard something from a really good friend of mine, and he was like, there's two sides to this. And I was like, what you talking about, two sides? Like, there's Insta life and there's actual life. So I was like, what? I had never heard that before. Insta life, actual life. I'm like, look, that's a song. I'm going to start singing it. It really just rhymed so good in my head. So I was like, Insta life, actual life. I did not know that was even a thing until today. I am so ignorant when it comes to a lot of social media, because I don't pay too much attention, right? I'm on there a lot, but I don't pay too much attention to things that don't feed me in a positive way. So there's Insta life and there's actual life. For a lot of people, the things that we see that drive us to want to extremely change or transform ourselves, not because that's what we want to do. Those are things that people put out there and highlight out there to make you feel like there's something amazing about a 2-inch waist. Now, medically, physiologically, if you're a black woman, you are actually going to have, for the most part, thick thighs. These are things that we inherited from our ancestors. There is nothing wrong with your thick thighs, or your thighs are beautiful just the way they are. God created us the way we look. God created us in a certain way. For every race and culture, there's some unique dynamics about our physical appearance. Our thick thighs, our wonderful behinds, and of course our brown skin, those are things that God blessed us with to enrich and beautify the world. So why would we want to change and modify that? And of course, a lot of times, you know, after you have kids, the waistline will get bigger. That doesn't mean it has to stay that way. There's so many things that you can do. Some people go the route of getting surgery done. I'm not against it. I'm not a proponent for it, but I'm not against it. If that's what you need to do to get to your goal, go for it. But I also offer alternatives. Like for me, I'm a huge proponent of taking safer, non-invasive methods, right? Safer, non-invasive methods. Because for me, health is wealth, and being alive is more important than looking beautiful. I don't know if that sounded right, but being alive is more important than looking beautiful. So there's safer alternatives for you to actually reach your beauty and your body goals. So body image is important. If you don't like something about yourself, it's not a sin. It's not a religious thing to say, oh, it's a sin for me to alter what God has created. God gave you this temple, and you are absolutely 100% responsible for it. And He expects you to be happy and content in the vessel that He has put you in. So if for some reason you see something in your body that you feel like, you know what, I wish this was this way, that was this way, thank God for medical science and so many alternatives out there to help you get what you need. So I am all for it. As long as your mind and your heart is right, all the rest kind of falls into place. Whether your skin is size 0 or you're plus size 18, or you're in between right there where someone like me falls into, or you're 6 foot something tall, beautiful model, or you're like 5'2", shorty short like myself, we are all beautiful and wonderfully made. And I am so proud of myself. I am happy with, just the way I look. I mean, there's times when I'm like, I need to do something about it. And yes, I do. I wear waist trainers every single day. I have been, full disclosure, I have been waist training for, my first son is 12. Well, he'll be 12 next week. I have been waist training for 12 years, since I started having kids. So I have been wearing waist trainers for 12 years. And I really just recommend it to all of my clients. When they come in for their body sculpting services, I'm like, look, once we get you started on these procedures, I want you to have that constant compression to reach your goals. So I put you in a waist trainer, and it is an amazing, amazing tool. It's a tool. It's an amazing tool that not only allows you to really achieve your body goals, it also helps to straighten your posture. Like I'm sitting on this couch. This is our couch in our training room right here. And I'm doing this live video, and rather than me just slouching and looking funny, I'm able to sit up straight. And I don't even feel the pressure on my back at all, because guess what? I got my waist trainer on. I mean, I walk on my feet every day. I'm always bending over or doing something with a client, so I need to make sure that my spine is protected. So those are some of the benefits of waist training. Not only does it help reduce your waist size and get you to your body goal, to give you a positive body image, it also has very good medical benefits. It keeps your spine straight. It keeps your posture straight. As a woman, you want to be able to stand up straight and walk tall every time. Waist trainer is the way to go. It's really good. I highly recommend it. So let's kind of round up and just kind of talk about beauty and body image. So I've kind of talked about beauty, inner beauty, outer beauty, some things that you need to do, or some things that I personally, even as a beauty professional, do not subscribe to. And of course, our body image as well. If you don't like something about yourself, do something about it. But my own thing is this. I always preach and I tell people, we have to love and accept ourselves. You know, the way you see yourself, the way you carry yourself, the way you accept yourself, guess what? That is a reflection of what you're going to get out there. So if you feel like people are judging you and they're looking at you funny, it's because you are judging yourself and you're feeling funny about yourself. But if you get to the point where you have developed your mind and trained your spirit to accept and love you, as in genuinely, not from a place of affirmation, someone tells you, hey girl, you look good today. No, we can't always depend on the compliments of others to feel good about ourselves. And that's the reality. I know we're in a social media age where all the likes and the follows and all of those things get us kind of carried away. But we need to get back to the point where humans are actually living as humans. We are actually having a positive mindset about who we are and who God has created us to be. We are beautiful in whatever color, shape, size we are. And that is a positive body image. And I'm a huge proponent of that. But of course, as a professional, I am also here to help you reach your goals. We're transforming you by several different methods and procedures and tools that I have to offer to help you reach whatever goals you're setting for yourself. But remember that when you go down that route, it definitely has to be based off of what you are happy with, how you see yourself. And you have to remember that everything that you employ to help you get to a positive body image has to be something that works for you. Not everything works the same for everybody. So if your friend has gone to get a procedure done and they get certain results and you're going to judge your own outcome based on what they have done, then you're going to be misleading yourself. You're going to be setting yourself up for disappointment. You're going to be setting yourself up for competition. You're going to be setting yourself up for jealousy and all of these things that we don't need, all the negative vibes and energies we don't need in our space. But you have to first of all study what works for you. Know yourself. First of all, you know your medical history. You know your genetic family history. You know the things that work with and against your body by just kind of studying the trends, right? So before you actually go forward and try to seek out all of this, whether it's a medical procedure, whether it's a non-invasive procedure, or whether it's some type of lifestyle change to figure out what works for you, you have to know yourself first. So that's it for positive body image. Now let's talk about acceptance. So this is something that I'm going to be a little bit more intimate about. Acceptance. Acceptance is something that we all struggle with, even for me as a human being. You know, accepting myself, accepting the fact that I'm female, right? Accepting the fact that not only am I female, I'm female minority here in the United States. I'm an immigrant. Acceptance of the fact that a lot of times I'm being judged by the color of my skin, not so much, or by my gender, like I'm female, not so much about the creativity, the gifts and the talents that God has given me. Accepting of the fact that I'm going to have to work twice as hard to get half of what others get. Accepting of the fact that, you know, certain things might be working against me, but one thing I do not accept is the fact that I have to settle for all of those status quos. Everything that I just listed right now, that's what society dictates. That's what the expectations are. But guess what? On this side, my acceptance are the standards that I set for myself, which is way up here. So what I choose to accept is up to me. At every point I have learned to understand that someone's opinion of me, someone's summary of what they think my life is supposed to turn out, or how my business is supposed to work out or not work, or what works for my business and how I'm supposed to function and operate, or the kinds of things that I'm supposed to do or not do, does not shape my reality. I shape my reality every single day. And that's what gets me to a place of accepting who I am. Knowing that I, Oyinkansola Jinadu, I am uniquely, phenomenally, wonderfully, specially created by God to fulfill a plan and a purpose on this earth. And if I don't do what I was created to do, then nobody else can, because what I was created to do is different from what you're created to do. And that's my own theology of acceptance. I have finally gotten to a place of accepting that, well, in this season, I'm a single mom, I'm divorced, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, but I've also come to accept that that is not supposed to work against me. It actually works for me. In this season, everything that might be seen as negative in my life is actually working for me. And I have come to accept that, and that is what I accept. I don't accept the pessimism and the negativity of society. I accept what I have chosen to frame as my reality. And that's what my acceptance looks like. So let me ask you today, what does acceptance look like for you? What does acceptance look like for you? When you talk about, I mean, for the past few minutes, we're almost rounding up our live feed. And for the past few minutes, we've been talking about beauty, body image. I don't know if a lot of what I've said has made sense, but I have honestly spoken to you tonight from my heart. And I'm so glad for the opportunity to not only be able to share this platform with Swag Her Magazine. I'm being given the opportunity. It's a phenomenal opportunity to be considered a black female business, to be highlighted on such a wonderful platform. I don't take it lightly. Let me ask you this. What's your perspective of acceptance? What are you accepting of? Are you accepting of the negative norms of society? Are you accepting of what society dictates your life needs to look like, your business needs to look like, how you function, the success or the level of success you're able to attain? Are you accepting of what people feel your value is? Value, oh my God, value. Are you accepting of what society dictates that your value needs to be? How much value do you place in yourself? What are you accepting of? I just want to submit to you today that whatever you accept for yourself, for your business, for your career, for your goals, is what you're going to see manifest. For me, I choose to accept that there are no limits. I choose to accept that I am made for success and greatness. I choose to accept that my gifts are not ordinary. I choose to accept that my gifts are not common. I choose to accept that my gifts are so precious that they make a way for me before great and mighty men, before wonderful women and men like you who are watching me on this live feed. I choose to accept that I am made for phenomenal, wonderful opportunities coming my way. I choose to accept that my business is created for more than just offering services to people. It is created to add value, to bring joy to people, to make people feel great about themselves, to improve their confidence about themselves, to make people define what their purpose is in life. That's what I choose to accept about myself. You don't even want to know the half of what my acceptance looks like. But I'm so happy to have shared this time with you. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned into this live feed today. Of course, be sure to share this video, like it, and not only like the video and share it, but I want you to go straight over to Swag Her Magazine's page right now and like that page. Go like the page and support this black female who is doing amazing things to create a platform for black businesses to thrive. We need to support ourselves. And I am a huge supporter of Swag Her Magazine, and I'm a huge supporter of other females who are out there doing amazing things. Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Oyinkansola Jinadu. I am the CEO and founder of HD Pro Global. We are a beauty and body brand, and we offer services, products, and training certifications to help you transform your body and physical appearance in 90 days or less. So if you want to learn just the trade, the industry we're in, you want to learn to become a professional certified microblading tech, you want to learn about body sculpting, you want to learn about professional makeup artistry, getting started in the industry and building your own brand, come see us. Go over, like our page at HD Pro Global. It's HD Pro Beauty and Body Spa, and we are located on 8499 Greenville Avenue, Suite 106, Dallas, Texas 75231. And our phone number is 469-420-0246. Honestly, it's been an amazing pleasure kind of spending this time with you. I'm glad that I see some of you on there. Miss Andrea, thank you so much. Ola, thank you so much. Sami, thank you so much. Miss Pam Chapman, thank you so much. Mom, and so many other people who tuned in. Thank you so much for your time. I don't take it lightly that you tuned into my live feed today, and I hope you've had a wonderful time. Maybe you've learned a thing or two. Drop me a comment below. Share, like the video, and don't forget to go like Swag Her Magazine. Follow them on Instagram as well at Swag Her Magazine. And I think that's about it for me. It's a wrap. It's been so amazing. It's your girl, Dr. OJ Honeydrops. I'm leaving the building now. It's about time to go home. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, blessed night. God bless you. I love you. Bye. Mwah.